Good evening. I'm getting ready to assemble a hard drive. So I figured, why not turn the camera on? Fever Tree Ginger Ale. It's not bad. Not bad. So, what am I doing and why am I doing it? Well, let me detach the drive from this one. So, this is the hard drive where I keep all of the videos that I'm currently editing, all the Final Cut projects. And the reason is that internal storage on the computers is usually kind of tight, and so it's nice to be able to expand and use external storage like this. And I'm not always working on the same computer, so I want to be able to move it from computer to computer. And doing it on a network drive is just too slow to move them around. So I like having them on an external hard drive that I can just grab, plug into the computer that I'm using, and there I go. And I got the other thing that is leading to this is I'm about to get a new computer next month. It's on order. It'll be here in about 3 weeks. And I want to learn how to build an external SSD RAID. And so this is kind of a first step towards that. And so the drive I'm putting together today is the first time I've done anything like this. So why not go live and fail on YouTube? So this drive that I'm using, it feels plenty fast, but I'm wondering if there aren't times where I'm having problems with latency. But I just figured out I had it connected wrong. This is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 drive, and I had it going through a 3.2 Gen 1 hub, and so it was only working half as fast as it could. And then, the new computer, it's going to have USB 4, which is 4 times faster than what it'll do. You can get USB 4 Thunderbolt 4 drives, but they're expensive, and there's only a couple of them on the market. So I figured as long as I'm going to do the expense, let's go ahead and DIY it and do a little future proofing while I'm at it. So what we're going to be doing, this is the Orico USB 4.0 NVMe enclosure. Just got this from Amazon yesterday. And this is the Western Digital Black SSD. So let's get these open here. Unboxing. This is, wow, this is smaller than I expected. Holy cow. I thought this was going to be about twice as big, like maybe that big or so. This is not bad. It's not bad. So let's set those out of the way. It's not off camera. It is. Okay. So this is the enclosure. This is the box that we're going to put it in. I am assuming that this has all of the connectors that I need. This has got, this better be a USB 4, yep. No, so the thing, they put the speed indicator on this. Now, if you can actually read that on camera, but it says 40 gigabits on it. That's nice. One of the things I love that USB-C cables just connect anything. The only problem is just looking at the cable, you can't actually tell what anything is. Is it going to be 5 gigabits, 10, 20, 40? Can't tell. Unless it's labeled. it's like a Thunderbolt 3 cable, then okay, that's got a label on it. And that's just a USB-C to USB-A cable. Not interested in that right now. And this is the little screwdriver that we're going to need to get into that, and thermal conductor. All right. So, wow. I'm not sure I actually have one of these in my toolkit, so I'm glad they gave me one. I'll have to add this to the toolbox. So, yep, one screw. Is that enough? Nope, didn't get it. Ooh, magnetized, nice. So the little screw doesn't go flying all over the place. Okay, so there's the cover. There's the little slot where the SSD goes, and there is the little, and this is the notch to hold it in place. So let's take that out as well. Whoops, that screw went flying. All right, there we go. Let's get the hard drive out. Can you still call it a hard drive? They're SSDs. It's a hard drive. It's storage. Oh, you need to change the video resolution. Oh, right, I was recording in 4K earlier. Oh, well. I assume it's downsampling. I need to cut into that. A trusty little multi-tool. This was an impulse buy at the hardware store because I had a coupon for $10 off a purchase of $50 or more. And I thought, oh, that's great. I need to buy two things at the hardware store. I went down, and one of them was $19.99, the other was $29.99. And if you add that up, it's $49.98, which is less than 50 bucks. So the coupon didn't kick in. And so I backed up a few steps. I had just seen this thing. I had just seen this, and so I backed up a few steps, grabbed it for 10 bucks. It was enough for the coupon to kick in. So I got this for like 2 cents. Probably paid tax on it. Oh well. All right. Oops. Dangers of balancing things. Okay. I studied electrical engineering in college. Caleb, hi. You're on Wi-Fi at a shopping center. I do look great, thank you. Thank you. You're out at a shopping center and you took time to tune in and watch me put a hard drive together. I'm honored. Okay. This on camera, yep, all right. Now they actually inserted that. Yeah, I studied electrical engineering in college. There we go. Every ounce of my being is thinking, no, you need to have a grounding strap to work with this. I'm not sure I've still got one though. So, all right, that's in place. That should. Oh, let's hook it up and test it just so I don't have to, so I don't waste the thermal strip if I don't need to. All right. Let's see here. Let's switch over to the MacBook. Here we go. There we go. Okay, now. The disk you attached was not readable by this computer. Okay, well, that's fair. Initialize it. Black, 2 terabyte. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, let's see here. Yeah, erase. I never remember which one I want. I want the one that lets me do. Oh, I want the one that lets me do APFS. Let's see if this is the right one. Let's call it DIY for now. Format APFS. GUID partition map. I think I chose wisely. Yes. Yes, I am creating a high-speed dongle life. The MacBook that you're seeing now, it's got USB 4. The new computer, the Mac Studio, it's going to have USB 4. I want to move forward. And this is a USB 4 enclosure, so it's going to work with USB 4. It works with Thunderbolt 4, Thunderbolt 3, USB-C, all the USB 3s. It should work with anything that I plug it into. We'll see. So, okay, there's that. Initialize it. So far, so good. It's working. Okay. It's formatting. Yeah, this is what you tuned in to see. Friday night, you're watching me format a hard drive. Ooh! Disk utility quit. How far did it get? Let's see. I think it's finished. Yeah, it's finished. Okay, so before I do that one, let me plug in. Okay, I'm going to plug in the editing room here. This is the one that I'm currently using, and so this is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 drive. It's capable of a theoretical 1050 megabytes per second. And I'm connecting it with a Thunderbolt 3 cable, so the cable is over spec'd for it. All right, and yeah, select the editing room, open. All right, go. Okay, so this is getting about 850, just under, which is about what I expect for this drive on a good connection. It's faster to write. That's interesting. Usually reading's faster than writing. Well, I do it the second time because I don't know if caching kicks in or what it is that I see, but sometimes the second one's a little bit better. Okay, so theoretical 1,000 megabytes per second, and it's getting 850 writing. Yeah, now it's only 700. So not quite seeing the theoretical throughput. So that kind of gives me a ballpark of kind of what we should expect. Oh, Nicole. Hi, sweetie. Okay, so now, why do I want to... I'm going to build this up a little bit more. Okay, so now I want to, for the target drive, now I'm going to target the internal drive. And spoiler alert, the internal drive is fast. You can tell this is fast because the little needles go all the way to the right. This is what the internal storage does. So if you're working off the internal hard drive, this is kind of the gold standard. This is what you want your experience to try to match. And so, yeah, right there, 5,000 megabytes per second, that is, we're not going to get that off of the external drive. It's not going to happen. But that's kind of, but we want to see how close we can come to that. Now, USB 4, 40 gigabits per second, ballpark figure divided by 8. That's 5,000 megabytes per second. And it won't be quite that much because there's overhead for the protocol. So maybe 4,800 megabytes per second if we're lucky. Let's see what it does. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I don't know about you, but I've been waiting for this moment ever since I spent several days looking at YouTube videos doing my research on this. The DIY drive. All right, let's see what it does. Drum roll. What do we get? Oh, not even close to 4,800. Although, 700. I'm gonna have to do the math, see how close that is. But that is 3.5 times faster than what the other drive was doing. So that is, I'm not gonna complain, honestly. That's 3.5 times faster. Yeah, so that's pushing 3,500 megabytes, 3,500 megabytes per second. And honestly, that's probably about what you're going to get. I'm happy. I'll do it. Excellent. Makes me happy. Okay, so let's quit that. Because now the thing that I want to see here, and this is going to be completely gated by, oops, don't get so big. Don't take up the full screen. You don't need to be that big. Let's just drag this over to the new drive. So 268 gig in 7 minutes. See, this is the real world performance. This is where you spend your time waiting for things. Now, do I go ahead and let this copy over, or do I? Yeah, I kind of need to because I want. Oh, no. Be smart about this. Okay, let's stop that. I am just going to grab this one. Yeah, this is the last. Okay, this is the last video that I put up. Oh, come on. Why can't I drag? All right, fine. Copy. All righty. Okay, fine. Finish copying that. Just the one file, not the whole thing file. All right, 3 minutes. Okay, so this is going to take, 4 minutes. No, go faster, go faster. Don't slow down. Don't slow down. Yeah, crashes are the worst, but at least it got all the way through it. 27 gig. That's going to open up the Final Cut project just to see how fast it comes off of that. Okay, so I went from not quite 10. Actually, before, when I was plugging it in through the wrong hub, it was easily 10 times slower than the. Oh, no, it's slowing down to 11 minutes. I must have gone through the cache. Okay, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch that. Let me go back to me. Yeah, so when I had it plugged into the wrong hub, then yeah, it was struggling to do 450 megabytes per second, and that was on the iMac Pro. I picked up a USB 3.1 hub that kind of attaches onto the bottom of the hub, so I had some front-facing ports, and I would just plug the drive into that. It's got a USB-C port on it. Just plug it into there, use it, and it worked. And then I tested it to see what it was doing, and yeah, it was struggled to hit 450 megabytes. And then just on a hunch, I unplugged the hub from the back and plugged the drive in there, and the speed doubled right there. So yeah, it's a USB 3.2 Gen 2 device plugged into a 3.1 hub, and yeah, it was slower. Go figure. But, oh, funny thing, I just realized. On the drive, that external drive now, I'm getting 2,700 megabytes per second. That's the speed of, let me show you something funny. Okay, this is on the iMac Pro. And I've got Windows in the way. Copy. Oh, Continuity is trying to copy the Final Cut project over. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's just. Is that my home folder? That's the home folder. Okay. So this is the internal hard drive on the iMac Pro. $1,400, maybe 2,000. I did this the other day and it was about 25, 26. So there we go. Okay. That USB 4 drive is faster than the internal drive on the iMac Pro. How crazy is that? So yeah, editing Final Cut projects, editing video, working with Final Cut on that drive is going to be wonderful. I'm looking forward to this. So, and it's also twice the size. It's twice the size of the one that I was using, and so I'm going to have more room to work with. There's some future proofing built in. If I get another enclosure, I can just move the storage up to that. If I want to replace the storage, replace the SSD in the enclosure, I can do that. So yeah, a little bit of future proofing. Now, what am I going to do once I start having these spare parts laying around? I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, you can see my overhead cam sticking out here, my iPhone suspended over the desk. So the operation appears to have been a success. Let's do the final step. Let's close her up. Oh, right. I was going to do one more thing. Go back to the MacBook. Okay, so we go in here. Let's open it up. Final Cut opens. I really don't know what there is to show off on this, other than yeah, it works. If you've probably done this. This is not an uncommon workflow. Funny story. I actually recorded the footage for this video twice. The first one, I recorded off of the phone, but the lighting was just too harsh. I wasn't happy with how the footage turned out, so I recorded it again. So anyway, here it is. Let's go ahead and start playing it back. Yeah, it's playing. You can't hear it because I don't have audio routed through. But there you go. Okay, so quit Final Cut. Eject the DIY drive. Okay, go back to the overhead cam, because now we're going to do the messy part. Oh, come on. I have thumbnails, I swear. Okay, there's one side of it. Do I have... Let me turn around, see if I can do it that way. See if my right thumb is just more dexterous than my left, or if it's just how these are. I think it's just, actually, it might be how... Oh, it's two different grades of plastic. That's what it is. Okay, so put one of them on here. This is a thermal... It's thermal padding. The case on this is aluminum. Great heat, great conductor. The entire case here is just one big heat sink, which is why the lid on this has these fins. Increases the surface area. And so what this is doing is, this is just a highly conductive bit of padding to make sure that the chip makes contact with the lid up here. And so now, yep, if I turn it over, oops, stay on camera here. If I turn it over, it's not falling off because it's actually adhered to it now. It adhered. Stuck. All right. Let's put the screw back in. Come on, also. I always hate getting screws started. And don't need to tighten it too tight. I mean, just need to stay there without rattling. Okay, there we go. There's my hard drive. It works. Let me disconnect the other drive so that macOS doesn't get unhappy with me. All right, here we go. So there you go. This is actually more compact than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, a lot bulkier than this. I was probably expecting it to be like USB power pack size. But no, I mean, it's no wider than the other drive. A little bit longer. That's fair. DIY is going to be a little bit bulkier because you need to get in and open it up, take the lid off, install things, take them out. Reusable connectors that you can plug and unplug. This one, they can just solder everything, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be a little more compact than anything else. I think the next thing that I would want to do is pick up an infrared gun, an infrared camera. Put both of these drives to work for a few minutes, 10, 20 minutes, and then quantify how much do they heat up. Not just say like, oh, is this warm? Is this hot? No, actually, how hot is it? Measure it. Put some numbers to it. So if you want to see that, drop a comment. I wouldn't mind an excuse to pick up an infrared camera. That would be fun. Okay, that's all the way on there. Rattles just a little bit. That's not too bad though. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I like it. So there we go. There's the brains. There is the portable hard drive that I'm going to be editing all of my footage off of. And maybe something else, because 2 terabytes. That's a lot. For now, that's a lot. Someday I will look back and say, oh, 2 terabytes, that's so constrained. But I mean, the iMac Pro has only got a 1 terabyte hard drive in it. The Mac Studio that I'm getting, it's going to have 8 terabytes in it. So that'll be fun. That'll be interesting. I need a way to back that up. Right now, my backup story for the iMac is I have this SSD that I plug in, and Carbon Copy Cloner backs up just clones the internal hard drive to it. So 1 terabyte internal storage, 1 terabyte external storage, clone it as a bootable backup copy, and there we go. I should also probably set up Time Machine to the NAS. I'm doing that for the laptop, not doing that for the desktop. I should consider that. So yeah, 8 terabytes of internal storage. The next challenge is going to be figuring out how to put together a RAID enclosure so I can get 8 terabytes in one of these. So we'll see. Anyway, that's Friday night. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night. Caleb, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy shopping. Let me know if you swing back by to watch this and actually listen to it. Nicole and Bridget, thanks for stopping by to support me. And if you're catching this on the replay, drop a comment. I'd love to know if you found this at all informative, or if it helps you make any decisions about how to up your external storage game, level up your that almost sounded way wrong. Anyway, I'm Colter Reed. I'm here to help you get the day-to-day out of the way so you can spend less time chasing the dream and more time living the dream. Now go enjoy your weekend.